Okay,
Yes,
now I'm
you are.
recording. Yay.
Hi, Elena.
Hi, Lisa. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I am good. So why are we Zooming?
We're back to Zoom because my daughter was around another kid her age that tested positive for COVID. And my daughter went and got tested. It just came back this morning as negative, but the doctor said, based on her symptoms, she felt confident Hannah had COVID and that was a false negative. So she suggested that Hannah and I not be around people until Sunday, which will have been like 14 days since the exposure or whatever.
Right. And she's been fever free. So, so I'm sure if she had not been fever free, wow, so that went 5 times fast, then they probably would have had a different timeline for when she could. Yeah. So, right. Okay. So we're Zooming just to be extraordinarily careful. And what we're talking about today is kind of like a mental health checkup, because I was going to say, I don't know about you, but I do know about you. A general baseline anxiety that used to be, well, okay, so the normal person's probably here, my baseline's here, and now I'm, and even when nothing's going on.
Yeah.
Even before, like right now, we live in Texas, so we're in a recent upsurge of cases again. And it's kind of getting scary again. And nobody ever has any clue what the right thing to do is, and blah, 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 blah. Ever. And every single time I make a hard and fast rule that here's where my line is, then something happens and I change my line again. And yeah.
Yep. And you talk to one doctor's office and it's this way. You talk to a different office, it's that way. It's, yeah.
It's crazy that you said that. Why am I blurry and you're all nice and clear? Maybe because I'm sitting in the window. All right, well, I'll stay blurry. Am I blurry on your screen?
No.
Oh, okay. So I went to the endocrinologist last week, the week before, whatever, and she was telling me that she had a patient that was in at his primary care doctor's office in the morning and at her office in the afternoon. And so he asked both doctors the same set of questions about masks, about prevention, about risk factors, about all of this. And both their answers were completely different.
I just think people are trying as hard as they can to be as educated as possible. And there's so much information out there.
Yeah.
I just, like you and I just said before this recording, we're not really going to know for a long time what was right and what was wrong.
Well, and okay, so I think that it's interesting you said it that way, because if we're doing the best we can with the information we have, then aren't we doing the right thing?
Yeah, but what I'm saying is we won't know the true what was right and the true what was wrong until this all plays itself out.
Right.
Yeah, of course, if you're doing your best and you're being as respectful as you can of people's health and blah, 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 then we're doing the right thing. But we could find out a couple years from now when they get all the data processed.
Right. That this would have worked or that would have made it worse or
Yeah.
And then we'll be like, oh my God, what did I do?
Yeah, I wish I would have known that.
Yeah.
Anyway, so today we're going to have a mental health checkup to see kind of where we're at, because this is, I think, stressing us out more than we're even realizing, maybe.
Yeah.
So last night, and I had toyed around with this idea and kept putting it off, but I've been in a lot of freaking pain. And so I decided to go get a massage. And they're very specific about things. You wear a mask through the massage. They're washing their hands the whole entire time. It's just you and one person. They've got the, I can't even think of what the name, it's not a fan. It like cleans the air in the room.
Filter. Yeah.
So
air purifier.
They're trying the best they can. And they've got a mask on the whole time. They're not wearing rubber gloves because that would be not very fun massage.
Right.
But she washed her hands multiple times throughout the massage. So anyway, I went last night And I had been in pain, but I didn't think I've been as stressed out as I must have been, because she was like, holy smokes, you must be under unbelievable stress and pressure right now, because I cannot get these knots out of mine's always in my upper back.
Mm-hmm.
And I do deep tissue. Oh my God. It was like, oh my God. I woke up this morning, I literally feel bruised, which is fine because I had these huge knots. My point here is, I think I knew I was a little bit stressed out lately, but I think what I'm not focusing on is we have been stressed out. So really adding my little bit of stressed out to where we all are baseline, like you were saying,
the baseline.
Yeah, it's like through the roof now. And I don't know what the heck, I don't know what else to do about it. I talk to friends, I exercise, I eat properly, I sleep right, I get up and walk around during work, I read my Bible. I mean, like, I do all my stuff that I normally do.
Mm-hmm.
I even went as far as getting put on some medication lately.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I felt like I just could not control this very well, as well as I would like to. And still, it's just this underlying sense of not knowing what's going to happen. It's not stable.
Yes.
Everything could change at the drop of a hat, a million different directions. Your job could change, your health could change, your child's health could change. Like, so many things are more variable than ever, in all at the same time. It's nerve-wracking.
And I'm finding, it's not just the good or the bad stress, it's the good stress too. I'm having inordinate responses to things. So even something fun and exciting, I'm like, just that, like I said, that baseline is just, I have been participating in a survey. It's like this daily survey, and it asks you your mood. And it has like a bunch of things, and it's like, have you felt sad in the last 24 hours? And it's like, not at all, all the way to always, whatever. And or extremely or whatever. And it's like sad, calm, angry, happy, motivated, hopeful, worried, and it's interesting because I really my responses change so drastically daily. But calm is always not at all, ever. Always, not at all. And usually angry is not at all, because I don't usually get angry. But like sometimes I'm like motivated and happy and all this stuff. And the worry and the scare, like all that stuff is low.
Yeah.
And then there's other times, the very next day, worried's at its highest. But what's interesting is one thing that they ask is they're like, general stress level. Do you feel like your stress level is high? And they give examples like, not being able to relax, not sleeping as well, not this, not that. That's like every single day I toggle between extremely and most of the time,
Yeah. I feel the same way. I can have in the morning, I can be at this like all-time high, and 3:00 in the afternoon, I can be at an all-time low. I feel bipolar, and I'm not.
Yeah.
It's weird. It is weird.
So, and I've been noticing, I went back to work 2 weeks ago, and all of a sudden I'm not sleeping anymore, or I'm sleeping, but I'm not sleeping as well. And again, I'm happy to be back. I'm not worried. I'm not, none of that. But now I have to think about more things. Oh, I have to remember I have to wake up. This week, it's so funny. We were supposed to record earlier today. Why I scheduled it at the time that I had to work, no clue. I work 1 hour a day, and I scheduled it that time. I did the same thing on Tuesday. I was meeting a friend for coffee, and I swear I said Wednesday. And I didn't. And so I went back and looked, did not say it. And sure enough, my friend's like, I'm here. And I'm like, I'm at the dentist and then I have to work after. I mean, but
No,
so I
but
don't know if
it's
it's
been
just,
happening. It's been happening to me and my friends at work for months. Like someone will go, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry I missed that call." And then I'll go, "What call?" "The call, we were supposed to be on it too." "Oh crap, we better ask the third person." And the third person's like, "Oh, we had a call too."
yeah.
Oh, yeah. I don't understand. It's like a fog.
So I think that, like you said, you're doing everything you can that you know to do, and I'm doing the same thing. And, I'm taking my CBD oil, I'm exercising, I'm, trying to meditate. I haven't done as much meditating lately. Maybe I need to get back to that.
Interesting that you said that because I did my massage last night. So this morning I got up and I was very sore, and I deliberately went and logged on to do my yoga, which I say I've been doing yoga,
Mm-hmm.
and I have, but I've been just kind of doing it on my own. And when I sat down and did a 15-minute yoga this morning before work, and I
Mm-hmm.
actually did a yoga routine that somebody, Yoga by
Mm-hmm.
Adrienne, who we love.
Yeah.
It was more targeted and stuff. So it's when I do it myself, it's fine. But I'm not a yogi,
Yeah.
so I don't exactly, And so it changed. It was more meditative and it was more centering.
So we've been, doing what we can do most of the time. And then there's a couple of things that we have kind of forgotten that we should be doing. But I think also there's an underlying recognizing that we are all going through this.
Mm-hmm.
And, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all if you are a person that is like right now never leaving the house, or you're a person that's being carefree and, like doing all the things that you want to do. I mean, it doesn't matter. I think we're all just in this state of heightened anxiety. And I think it just calls us to be kinder to each other and to talk about it.
That's
You
what I was
know?
going to say. The only thing we can do is give each other grace and talk about it. Give ourselves grace too, because like we've been saying, we are doing everything we know to do to help it, and this is just a state that our country and our world is going to be in for a while.
Well, and then on top of that, sometimes talking it out reminds us, oh, I haven't been meditating. Oh, so
Oh,
maybe by
yeah.
talking to each other, we can remind each other of pieces that have been helpful. Yeah.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right.
Well, thanks, Elena.
Thank you. Hopefully next week we can be together again.
I know. I hope so.
All right. Well, we'll see you guys next week.
All right. Bye.
Bye.